Hello. What do you want to get out of your journey through life? Well, for the next 5 minutes, I'm going to talk about that as it relates to my life, but then what I'd like to suggest that you do is you think about that and apply it to your own life. What sort of things do you want to get out of this journey of life? I belong to a business group. It's called the Indie Speakers Connection. We call ourselves a mastermind group. And one of our members, Tim Shore, at the last meeting was talking about how to organize your thoughts. He said, for example, you should set goals for your life, let's say A, B, and C, and then you're going to have a variety of tasks that you need to accomplish in order to do the goals. Task 1, 2, and 3, and maybe even some of those tasks interrelate among the goals that you have. Well, another thing that Tim shared was that he does a regular Facebook Live where he talks about his ideas for helping people organize their life and things of that nature. And I thought, I could do that too. And I thought about what are my goals for my life. And so a goal that I have is training people, discipling people in ministry for Christ. Another one is making a living at the things that I enjoy doing. And third, now that I'm 60, thinking about how do I leave a legacy for my children and my grandchildren. And so as I thought about the Facebook Live idea, I decided that I would get rid of the tasks and instead think about the skills that I have acquired over my life as I journey down this yellow brick road to the Wizard of Oz in my life's journey. And so as I think about this, looking at how I can put this Facebook Live thing together, I talked to my son and he said, so who are we talking to? And he said, well, Dad, first of all, there's people your age, baby boomers born 45 to 1965, and a lot of people in that age group are thinking about leaving a legacy for their families, and that's certainly where I'm at. And then he said, for millennials, people born generally 1980 to the year 2000, which is where my sons are at, we're all talking about how do we make the right choices in life as we travel down our life's journey to make sure that life turns out the way we hope it will. And in fact, millennials have this term, it's called adulting. Perhaps you've heard of that. And so if you're an older person like myself that's at that stage in life where you're thinking about how do I leave a legacy, perhaps this conversation will help you think about that. And if you're a younger person trying to figure out what are the right things to do to make sure your journey in life goes well, this also might be of value to you. And so that's one of the things that I hope to do in the coming weeks as I unpack this journey. I've even got a name for it, our high-tech journey to a LinkedIn world. And one of the things that I hope to do in each of these, what I'm calling journey steps, is to talk about 3 things that might relate to you. First of all, what skill did I learn in life that I'm applying to my goals? Well, back in high school and college, I was the captain of my high school and college chess teams. And so I learned about how to plan ahead. And I certainly find that I apply that in reaching my 3 goals. And so in terms of a second question to answer, how do I relate the skill to the goals? Well, in Scripture, there's a Bible verse, Isaiah 32:8, which says, the noble man makes noble plans, and by noble plans he stands. And so that idea of using the skill of planning ahead comes into a lot of the goals that I have. And then third, how do I use this particular goal on a regular basis? Well, how do I use this skill? Well, planning ahead, I've created a number of courses, and one of them that I hope to share with you is one called Think Like Jesus, Lead Like Moses. A little bit later, after I finish doing this Facebook Live video, I will go on to Facebook and post some comments and some links, and so it's going to be a free course that you can take advantage of if you so choose. And so as we think about this then, here's an assignment that I'd like to give to you. First of all, I'd appreciate it if you would go to Facebook/WiseJargon, that's my Facebook page, and like it. Second, I'd like you to think about how what I've had to say today may relate to your life, and share some comments about how you think about that and apply this concept of goals and skills that you've acquired or are looking to acquire in your life. And then third, if you find it of value, to share all of this with your social network friends on Facebook, LinkedIn, or wherever it is that you hang out on the internet. Well, you know, there's a Chinese proverb that says that the journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. And so I want to thank you for being here today on this first of many journey steps in our high-tech journey to a LinkedIn world. And so hopefully you'll join me next week as we begin our journey in earnest. Well, thanks so much, and until next time, God bless.